Hello guys, welcome back to my page. And yes, so if you watch my previous video, you will see that I told you that I'm going to be doing a Nigerian series. Yes, I went to Nigeria for summer holiday with 4 children, and in this video, I'm going to tell you how I plan and executed that plan. Yes, so if this is the kind of video you want to watch, just click on the follow button, follow my page, and I will do well to follow you as well. If you don't know, I am a mother of 4 children. I live in Zurich, Switzerland, and have lived there for 15 years. The first time my kids went to Nigeria was in 2016, and it has been a wish of mine to bring them to Nigeria again because they were younger when we went to Nigeria in 2016. So 2 years ago, I started planning. I said, by the special grace of God, in 2025, I want the kids to spend their summer holiday in Nigeria because most of the summer we travel to other European countries when we go to the UK, Italy, Spain, France, Portugal, Turkey. This time around, I said no, we are going to Nigeria for summer holidays. So I started 2 years ago saving and planning, and I want to let you know how I planned and how I carried out that plan. So, in case if you're someone that is planning to travel with your children to Nigeria, I know that a lot of people look at it, it's expensive to travel with children to Nigeria. I know a lot of people, but for me, I felt like the experience and the time and the blessing that they were going to get from their grandparents, money cannot buy it. So I know it was going to be expensive, but it was something I wanted them to have and experience. So how did I plan it? As I said 2 years ago, I started saving. So when it came to January, I wrote down things that I wanted to do and how I was going to go about it. So the first thing I checked was trying to check if their Nigerian passport was still valid. So unluckily for us, the Nigerian passport was expired because it was the 5 years one. Oh, sorry, it was the 5 years passport that we had. So to renew the Nigerian passport, I found out that they had to get an NIN. So I didn't know that you needed an NIN as a child to get your Nigerian passport. Then we started looking for where to get the NIN, and it was only in Bern because in Zurich where I live nobody was doing the NIN, so we had to go to Bern to get an NIN for the children, which costed around 100 franc per child to do an NIN. Then the next step after the NIN was to renew their Nigerian passport. They have European passport, and I felt like it was going to be cheaper to get a Nigerian visa on their European passport rather than renewing their passport. Somehow I felt like renewing a passport was more expensive than a visa. So when I checked, I found out that to get a visa was 380 Swiss francs for single entry, and to get a Nigerian passport was roughly around 150, 180. So it was a no-brainer to apply for visa. So I decided, okay, let's go for the Nigerian passport. So we renewed our Nigerian passport, and the next step was trying to look for a ticket. I noticed in the process of planning, I noticed that most of the airline took only one luggage. If you needed 223 kg luggage, you had to pay for extra luggage, which I wasn't prepared to pay because I have spent a lot. And looking at the prices of the tickets, I knew that it wasn't going to be an easy task. So I found Turkish Airline, and they were taking two luggage, flying from Zurich to Istanbul, Istanbul to Abuja, and then that was what we did. The layover was a bit longer. I think it was like 4, 5, 6 hours layover, which was okay for the price and two luggage. Then we flew to Istanbul, Istanbul to Abuja, and that is how we got to Nigeria. My only okay, after that, before I come to the advice anyway, so the ticket was done. Then the other thing was to make sure that they were properly vaccinated. There are some vaccination that if you're going to Africa, you need for the tropical. They do it at the tropical clinic. For tropical countries like Nigeria is a tropical country, so like yellow fever, like BCG, like tuberculosis, hepatitis, they had to do that vaccination. So I went to their pediatrician, and she checked their vaccination card, and they were fully vaccinated. It was just my 6 years old last baby that needed some vaccination done, which I made an appointment at the tropical clinic, and she was vaccinated. So we were good to go to Nigeria. Um, Yes, so vaccination done, and we're good to go to Nigeria. So another thing, if you're planning to go to Nigeria or Africa with your children, if you're able to post or cargo or ship anything before you get to Nigeria, do that. It will save you money, it will save you time, it will save you stress. I kept procrastinating. That was one procrastination I made that I regretted. Not regretted it so much, but if I would turn the hand of time, I would have cargoed some stuff to Nigeria maybe in January or in February. Because when I got to Nigeria, I noticed that the rice crisps and the cornflakes was different from what we have here. The taste, the sogginess, it just gets soggy on time, and my kids they hate soggy food. So the cereal I bought in Nigeria, they couldn't eat it, so they were just eating tea and bread till we came back here. Weetabix, the Weetabix was the same, so they were just eating Weetabix, tea and bread till we got back to Switzerland. And my kids, they are kids that love cereal. Okay, Golden Moon. My second daughter started eating Golden Moon because she couldn't deal with tea and bread anymore, and that was it. So if I could cargo stuff, I would have sent some of the things cereal they needed. So another thing is making sure that you go with enough of these nibbles. So what do I mean by nibbles? Like biscuits, like wafers, like dried nuts and dried fruit. I had one suitcase that had all those things for my children because I didn't just want to quickly introduce them to Nigerian stuff. I wanted them to gradually go into it, which was what happened. So I bought a lot of dried raisin, apple, mango. I actually have a dehydrator, so I dehydrated a lot of apple and plantain and banana. So we had that in our suitcase. So when we were in Nigeria, they were nibbling on a lot of the things that they were actually used to. And I just paid all my concentration on the food, the local food that they were eating, the fruit and vegetables and corn and watermelon and all those beautiful, amazing, good things in Nigeria. So that is it. So this is how I planned my trip to Nigeria. It was not just an overnight decision. It was something that has been planned for years, and to God be the glory. I planned it and I executed it to the glory of God. In the next video, I'm going to be telling you how much it costs to go to Nigeria, the expenses, how we budget. The good thing that happened to me was I was saving already in Nigeria before I went to Nigeria. So financially, I was okay financially because I had enough money in Nigeria. But was it enough? To be honest, it wasn't enough because the cost of living right now in Nigeria is ridiculous, which I'm going to be telling you how. Don't go to Nigeria and say you're going with 1 million or 2 million naira. You will not survive Nigeria with that amount of money in family. So in the next video, I'm going to be telling you what I spent and how I spent my money and how I went about it. Okay? Till I see you next time, I am going to, and bye.